Hi. I am not super psyched with myself right now. I have been not doing what I said I was going to do for myself and for my health. And I am pretty pissed at myself. Um, and am working on not beating myself up and being more compassionate with myself. But it's like, you know, it's like if anybody else were to disappoint me the way that I disappoint myself over and over again, I wouldn't talk to them. You know what I mean? It's like, oh my God, for Christ's sake, do what you say you're gonna do. Oh, yeah, I'm mad at myself. And I mean, just because it's like, it's hard, right? But like, I'm in this situation. I'm living with people I love, but who are essentially very negative people. Um, I'm not psyched that I'm living on the floor of my parents' living room. Not the coolest thing. And I'm still, I feel like the company is on the cusp of like doing well, but I'm still like, I barely have a pot to piss in, and it's just like the only place that I can get like some rush of dopamine is to eat. It's like it's the only place I get like some sort of satisfaction right now. And granted, I'm really happy that I finished up one of the books, and that high lasted for about a day. You know what I mean? And I've got so much work, and I get angrier and angrier at myself. And then it's like, oh, I promised myself I wouldn't do that, and blah, blah, blah. It's just like spiral upon spiral of like annoyed with selfness. And then you've got like, okay, so Eckhart Tolle, I have to be okay with being upset, and that's fine. Part of life is being upset. It happens. It's not gonna not happen, right? Like, part of life is being upset, and it's okay. It's okay to be upset. But being upset with myself, like, there's this conflicting thing where you're like, oh, you're not supposed to be upset with yourself because you're supposed to be treating yourself with compassion. And then it's like, well, okay, I'm mad at myself for not treating myself with compassion. It's just like, what is this mess in my brain? And I'm embarrassed. Like, I'm going down, well, probably, if certain funds make themselves available to me in the next couple of days, which they're supposed to, but we'll see, because these things tend to happen the way they want to, and that's fine. If the universe doesn't want me to go down to Florida, that's fine. Because I weigh 30 pounds heavier than these people. Like, these people, last time they saw me, I was 30 pounds lighter. And it's embarrassing. I mean, I know people say, oh, well, you're the only one thinking that, but no, I'm not. Let's just be honest. You go someplace, and a year later, you haven't seen these people in a year, you're 30 pounds heavier. They're all gonna notice. Because it's not, oh, you're the only one thinking about it. I'm not. I mean, I'm the only one obsessing about it. Yes, that is true. But everybody's gonna be like, ooh. You know what I mean? Or like, I don't know what the reaction is, but they're gonna notice. And it's not something I'm super psyched about either. And I'm going to the gym right now, and like, I lose a few pounds, and then I gain them back, and the reason is not because I can't lose weight. The reason is because I won't stop eating. Anyway, I'm going to the gym. I'm drinking water. I was gonna do a water fast, and then I went out. I got to see my friend who I haven't seen in several months, so we went to Chipotle, and I had Chipotle, and that was fine because it was relatively healthy. And then the next day I was like, oh, well, I didn't eat. And then I was like, oh, I need some protein because I have a repetitive stress injury on my shoulder and my back, and it hurts, and it's been hurting, and the muscle needs to be repaired. So I was like, oh, I'll just get some protein. I had some almonds, and then, my mom's like, oh, hey, I brought home some pasta sauce. Here, want to have some, French bread and dip it, and it's like, yeah, I want to have French bread and dip it in the pasta sauce. No. And then, and then I was like, okay, well, I have a thing of lentils. I can eat some lentils. Lentils are good for protein, but I ate it too late. And then, like, today, I was doing all right, and then my mom was like, oh, you want a scone? And I'm like, yeah, I want a scone. Like, so, I said to her a minute ago, I was like, I appreciate the offers, but please stop offering me food. Like, I won't eat it if you don't offer it. Please don't offer it. So she's like, okay, all right. But, like, it's, and then once I started eating, I don't stop. You know what I mean? Like, I don't stop. Oh, and I'm embarrassed. I'm really embarrassed. I don't want to go and be seen by everybody and look like this. Like, and I know, like, oh, I know, like, oh, it doesn't, but it does. It matters. It matters to me. And that's okay. It's okay that I'm upset. This is life. And I just wish I would, where's it coming from? I just wish I would fucking do it. I just wish I would fucking do it. You know what I mean? Like, buckle down. Have some fucking discipline. Like, just get it done. It's like you've been spent years not doing this, but thinking about it. Just thinking about it and thinking about it and not doing it. And it's so frustrating, because you think, like, oh, if I had started this, 2 months ago, I would be all set. You know what I mean? Like, if I had started this, it's just, and then it's all the if, the shoulda, woulda, couldas that just don't help anything. If anything, they make me want to go get more fucking chocolate or ice cream or something. Not that I particularly, if I like chocolate, I prefer vanilla. But, anyway, so I'm dealing with being completely irritated by myself right now. I'm going to the gym, which is a good thing. I'm fucking angry at myself right now. Like, I'm really angry at myself right now. But you know what? That is just what it is. And I'm gonna pull into this parking space better, because I was out of it. And I just gotta, it's like, I want to feel better about myself. And I know that doing things that I say I'm going to do, especially that I say to myself that I'm going to do, going through and actually doing that, setting small goals and hitting them, that's the way to build up my confidence, and that's the way to build up my self-esteem and my respect for myself. But then it's like, it's just that cycle, right? I mean, it's so cliche. It's like, but I don't respect myself, so I feel bad about myself, so I eat, but then I feel worse about myself. It's like, ugh. It's been so hard for me since I moved out to my parents. Like, it's hard. Like, it's been hard for me to get anything accomplished, which just fucking sucks, because it's just prolonging the time that I'm there. Okay, I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna exercise, I'm gonna relax and release, and I'll be pissed at myself, but that's okay, and I'll try not to cry too hard on the treadmill. So, at least I have the gym, at least I'm able to get here. These are the moments where you're just like, okay, I'm gonna find something to be thankful for. Jesus Christ. Like, I don't want to be thankful right now, but I do, and I want to be grateful, because the universe is giving me a lot, and I'm being very ungrateful right now. So, I'm grateful that I have a place to stay, grateful that I have people who love me, I'm grateful that there's a gym that I can go and get some kind of exercise in. So, yeah, I kind of want to sob, but there is a lot to be grateful for, and even if I don't feel it right now, I'm grateful for Planet Fitness. I'm grateful for this car. I'm grateful that I have a place to stay, and that I'm not, well, I kind of wish I were starving, but, you know, there's food for me to eat. A little too much of it, and it's crap too, but at least I'm not on the street begging for scraps, right? It's beautiful. It was a beautiful day today, although it's a little scary because it's warm, and it's almost November. But the trees are beautiful. It's late in the season to be happening, but that's just the new norm, right? Not thinking about global warming. Not. But it is beautiful. I was able to sit outside some part of today. Supposedly, I've got a contract with 2 clients that have already signed up with me, so they're supposed to sign up before the summit, you know, before Wednesday of next week, which I would need the money to go into the bank before Wednesday of next week, because I'm not going to go down there again without the money in my bank account. I'm just not doing it again. I've done it too many times, and it's a fucking disaster. So that's not happening again. But I'm grateful for the disaster that it was last year. I kind of needed that, but I mean, that was just a mess, and I don't want that to happen again. Ooh. Anyway, I'm grateful for the beautiful day and how gorgeous the trees are up here, and the ability to actually, I have, you know, my body that works more or less, you know, arms and legs and walking and stuff like that. So I'm pretty grateful for that. So I'm going to remind you that even if you're feeling really, really shitty about yourself, you can find something to be grateful for, right? You can't always choose to have a grateful